Hey MediaHeads. Our audio was destroyed for the first 30 seconds of this Instagram live video, so obviously the first 30 seconds are actually a voiceover. Thank you very much. Hey MediaHeads. Today we're going to be unboxing the Bluesound Powernode Edge. I want to go over a little bit about its specs and what it provides as far as an experience is concerned. It has an amazing app for distributed audio, a very competent competitor to Sonos, especially for audio files. Then also it has HDMI ARC for easy use of with your TV. Just sort of an all-encompassing unit. As of the last few months, it probably is the one that shows the most interest by our customers, and the reason why is because it's $50 cheaper than the Sonos amp, and yet on paper it outperforms it. For me, this product's really exciting because it is the only entry-level amplifier to actually have a infrastructure that allows for up to 64 zones of independent control. That means in one home, if you really wanted and had 64 different places to put speakers, you'd have 64 of these without any drop in sound quality, without any drop in real network issues related to streaming. And that's because the architecture that Bluesound actually has in their app is really brilliant. I can go over that more on our YouTube, which we're going to do a Blue OS versus a Sonos compare and contrast, because there are benefits to Sonos just like there are benefits to Bluesound. Me personally, I like Bluesound. I think that it is more intuitive, as long as you primarily stay in one streaming source. It's easier to change your inputs. Like, let's say you want to have a CD player. Let's say you want to have a TV. It is a lot easier and a lot more intuitive within the app to get to those inputs versus Sonos. Now, an advantage of Sonos is you have a screen where you can search all of your sources, all of your, whether it's Spotify, Amazon, Pandora, any music streaming service. Sonos has a single search that searches all of them. That's the main difference. As far as Bluesound, the reason why I like it is because you never actually leave the home screen. It's very intuitive. While Sonos, sometimes due to all the navigation, you can get a little lost if you have a lot of devices. Now, as far as performance, this versus the Sonos amp, I have yet to actually compare them side by side, but if we're going by specs, this has better total harmonic distortion. So meaning whenever you have it on max volume, it actually is quieter where distortion is concerned, and we don't want distortion, obviously. This is rated at 0.08% distortion at 40 watts, and the Sonos amp is rated at 0.1% distortion, so it has over 10 times the total distortion of this unit. Now, admittedly, it does have more power, but whenever I do my comparison side by side, I'll give you my thoughts on it. In general, power isn't something that most people have to worry about. 40 watts, generally 40 watts is plenty for any room. 100 watts is usually where your ears start bleeding. So tune back in with us and we'll actually do a deep dive on this. Let us know if you have any questions, any interests. Why are we looking at Bluesound whenever the king of the hill is Sonos? Well, we have the answers for you, and we'll get you something that belongs to you. Have a good one. Bye, MediaHeads.